Important alert. You are being watched through a camera hidden in something you never expected. My beloved child, listen closely and don't blink, because in the next few breaths something inside you is going to switch on like a light in a dark room, and you will finally understand why your name has been stirring in quiet places and why life has been circling you like a hawk that knows a treasure is on the ground. So stay with me, don't scroll, don't let your thumb decide your destiny. Hold your ground, breathe in, breathe out. And hear me say this with all the love I carry for you. There is a camera on your life, and it has been recording the moments you thought no one saw, the gestures you believed were too small to matter, the mercies you offered in silence, the discipline you chose when nobody was clapping, the way you talk to your heart when the room is empty, and that camera is hidden in something you never expected. In your ordinary moments, in your daily choices, in your secret thoughts, in your late-night battles, in your early morning hope, and heaven has access to the footage right now. I know the title struck like thunder, but lean in and understand. This is not a threat, this is a revelation. Because you have been walking like a star under a cloud, believing your shine is lost, yet every time you whispered encouragement to yourself when defeat tried to crawl into bed with you, every time you forgave a person who didn't know how to hold the gift of you, every time you put down bitterness like a heavy suitcase and picked up gratitude like a key, that camera captured it and archived it with a date and a purpose, and the story is more beautiful than you think. So stay right here until the final word, because the next minutes will reframe your timeline and make you dangerous to every dark script that once cast you as a background character. First, let me tell you what the camera has seen. It saw you standing at the sink rinsing a cup while your mind replayed painful dialogue. And instead of cursing your own reflection, you chose to bless your future, and that blessing traveled farther than the water circling the drain. It saw you opening messages that tried to reduce your value and watched you close them with a smile because you remembered the truth of who you are. It saw you save a little money, resist an impulse buy, cook a simple meal, choose progress over perfection, and it bookmarked those frames under the title Stewardship, because the life you are building is a cathedral assembled in minutes, not just milestones. The camera caught the way your shoulders loosened when you finally told yourself, I am not behind, I am right on time, and the moment you said it, a new clock started. One that keeps mercy as the minute hand and courage as the hour. It recorded the night you cried softly so others could sleep, and then it recorded the morning after when you didn't perform your pain but wore peace like a fresh shirt. It recorded the message you almost sent in anger and didn't, the call you returned with kindness, the prayer you prayed with your last spoonful of energy. It recorded your secret reading list, your pages of plans, your scribbled dreams folded under the pillow like a note from tomorrow saying, I'm proud of you for not quitting. And maybe you wonder, who is watching this? Why does it matter? What difference does it make if no one notices my effort? And I'm telling you now, your next employer has been watching though they don't know your name yet. Your future spouse has been watching though they haven't entered your chapter yet. Your destiny partners have been watching through a window called alignment. But above all, heaven has been watching and curating a highlight reel called evidence. Because miracles are not random, they are responses to evidence, and you, beloved, have been producing evidence every day you chose the light when the dark was on sale. Stay with me, don't move, because I'm about to reveal the part you never expected. The hidden camera is also embedded in the mouths of people you bless, in the rooms you tidy, in the time you show up when it would be easier to disappear. Every seed you plant carries a lens and it records your intention, and when harvest comes the footage gets played back in colors your eyes have yet to learn. This is why small kindnesses feel big when they return, because they arrive with the original time. Stamp and the original fragrance of the moment you release them. That's why sometimes a door opens and you can't trace the handle you turned. Something you did months ago told the door, open when they arrive with this frequency, and today you are vibrating at the exact note. Hear me, the camera did not record perfection, it recorded progression. It did not demand flawless lines, it rejoiced over honest effort. The algorithm of heaven doesn't push viral vanity, it lifts faithful victories. It doesn't mute you for stumbling, it turns up the volume when you rise. So if you are listening with regret in your throat, let it dissolve right now, because the only footage that matters is the kind you choose to make next. You are not bound to the outtakes. You are free to shoot the director's cut of your destiny starting today. Now let's set the scene for your next act. You wake up and make your bed like a proclamation that chaos will not win. You drink water first because clarity is your new culture. You speak the truth to yourself before you let notifications speak to you. You rehearse gratitude like lines in a play you intend to star in. You move your body because stillness is beautiful but stagnation is not your portion. Then you take one brave step toward the project that scares you. Write one paragraph. Make one call, learn one concept, tidy one corner, and while you think it's small, the camera registers it as seismic because the land inside you is shifting toward promise. Listen, the watchers are not critics sent to catch you failing. They are witnesses assigned to confirm your authenticity. Opportunities do not look for the loudest, they look for the most consistent. So keep filming scenes of faithfulness, keep delivering dailies of integrity, keep choosing generous angles. When the offer arrives, and it will feel like a stranger recognizing you in a crowd and you'll say, "How did you know me?" And destiny will answer, "We watched your quiet excellence until silence could no longer contain it." Let me talk to your heart for a moment, up close, the way a mentor speaks before you walk on stage. When anxiety tries to direct the shoot, kindly remove it from set, give it a folding chair, and let peace hold the clipboard. When the past shows up demanding a cameo, tell it the script has been rewritten. When comparison knocks on the door asking for a review copy, send it a weather report. Clear skies here, storms elsewhere. Not my concern, your story is not competing for attention. Your story is busy becoming necessary. Repeat after me, softly but with conviction. I am worthy of scenes that honor me. I am safe to become visible. I am allowed to be chosen without betraying myself. I am a magnet for aligned opportunities because I align with myself first. I am a sanctuary with feet, and everywhere I go becomes lighter. Let that confession roll through your chest like a tide and notice how the room adjusts. How your posture edits itself, how the air makes space for you. Now, a practical note disguised as prophecy. today. Curate your space like a director curates a set. Remove one object that doesn't match your future, add one object that does. Place your tools where your excuses cannot reach them, put your dream where your eyes must see it, and set a timer for the first brave 20 minutes. The camera loves beginnings. It also loves comebacks, so give it both. Begin again today and come back to yourself, tenderly, completely, beautifully. I want you to remember this line when doubt returns for an encore. What is meant for me is not late, it's layered. And as those layers peel back, the footage gets brighter. Some blessings require post-production, and heaven is excellent at editing loose ends into luminous endings. Your job is to keep showing up to the set of your life with the face you wear when nobody is watching, because that face is the one grace recognizes. And because I love you too much to let you miss this, here is your 3-point shot list for the next 7 days. 1. Daily devotion to a small promise you keep to yourself. The promise can be simple. Walk 10 minutes, read 10 pages, call one loved one, drink your water, just keep it. 2. Daily declaration of identity before you check the world's weather. Say out loud who you are even if the room is empty. Especially if the room is empty. 3. Daily delivery of value. Help someone. Post something true, build something useful, solve a tiny problem for a real human. Do these 3 and watch how doors begin to practice opening for you. Stay with me for a final reveal. While you were listening, the hidden camera caught something else. Your attention, your willingness to be guided, your soft yes to a kinder rhythm. Heaven has already tagged this moment, turning point, and if you could play back the last 60 seconds on the screen of your spirit, you would see a glow begin at the center and spread to the edges. That is not hype, that is alignment. That is the ancient machinery of purpose clicking into motion again. So walk out of this moment with your chin like a horizon and your heart like a lighthouse. Speak gently to yourself because the footage is forever. Forgive quickly because the lens adores light. Take brave, imperfect steps because movement is the language of miracles. And when the noise outside tries to narrate your scene, smile and keep filming. You are not auditioning anymore, you are inhabiting the role you were written for. If you ever doubt it, return here and press play. I will be waiting at the first sentence, whispering what is still true. You are seen, you are chosen, and your ordinary is already holy. Now breathe, lift your head, and go create the kind of moments you'll be proud to replay, because the camera is rolling and grace is directing. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Stay with me, my beloved child, because this is the part where the ordinary becomes cinematic and the quiet rooms of your life turn into the soundstage of something beautiful, and as I speak your name with reverence, know that heaven is leaning in like a director who recognizes a lead actor finally stepping into the light. So don't touch that screen, don't let distractions steal this moment. Inhale your courage. Exhale your doubt, and let the next word settle in your bones like music you somehow remember from before you were born, because this is not just advice, this is a rehearsal turning into opening night, and the applause you hear is the future confirming you. The hidden camera has been catching you mid-sentence, capturing the way your eyes soften when you think of the people you love. noting how you correct yourself mid-thought when unkindness tries to dress up as humor, watching how you give yourself permission to be a beginner without calling yourself names. Every one of these frames is tagged with a golden code that reads, "Worthy," and the code is sensitive to authenticity and allergic to pretense. So each time you choose sincerity over performance, the light in the footage brightens by 2 stops and your life reads more and more like honesty written in cursive. I want you to feel how your timeline is already editing itself. Scenes you thought were final are becoming mid-credits teasers. Characters you assumed were villains are reappearing as teachers, and losses that once looked like exits are being re-rendered into entrances you didn't know you needed. The hidden lens loves redemption arcs, and you are in the center shot of one right now. Chin lifted, eyes clear, heart steady, hands open. The music is subtle but relentless, a promise laid under the melody, and if you listen closely you will hear the drum of your own persistence keeping time with heaven's tempo. Here is your present tense practice, and I want you to try it for the next 3 mornings as if your name were the password to sunrise. When you wake, say softly, "I choose the light that already chose me." Then sit on the edge of your bed and place your feet like roots. Linger for 10 seconds with your hand over your chest and notice the quiet engine that has never quit on you. Next, whisper 3 true sentences about your future, simple and specific, no theatrics, only clarity. I will complete the task I've delayed. I will treat my body like a friend. I will speak kindly to myself when I make mistakes, and then watch how doors in your day slide open at that frequency as if magnetized by your honesty. Do not underestimate the weight of small dignity. The camera does not. It thrills when you drink water before opinions, when you choose a walk over another scroll, when you send a message that closes a loop, when you clean your desk like you're preparing a throne, when you forgive yourself the first time instead of waiting for a jury. You are not behind, you are not too late, you are not disqualified by seasons that bruised you. The bruise is simply proof that pressure met you and failed. Your softness is not weakness, it is weathered strength, and it photographs as a glow the lens cannot fake. I see you in transit, the places between where you were and where you're going, and I need you to know that transit is holy ground. Stop punishing yourself for not being at the destination yet. Transit is where you learn your pace, where you learn your posture, where you trade hurry for rhythm. Transit is where patience stops being theory and becomes breath. Transit is where you meet companions who do not clap for your mask but cheer for your becoming. The hidden camera loves transit because it catches unscripted wonder when you think no one is paying attention, like you noticing the way morning light lays down across your floor and telling yourself, "I am allowed to feel new again." There is an invitation on your table today dressed like a task you've been avoiding. Answer it. Give it 20 honest minutes. Miracle math begins at minute 19 when most people quit. Bring your whole heart, even if your whole heart is tired, and show the lens what devotion looks like when applause is absent. That is when the footage becomes undeniable. That is when the universe takes notes. That is when the offer you have not even imagined starts walking toward you with your name on its envelope. Destiny is not late, it is thorough, and right now it is. Proofreading every line you've written in persistence. Let me talk about relationships with the tenderness they deserve. Your love is not a discount bin, your attention is not a public bench, your empathy is not a faucet for thieves. The hidden camera keeps a record of how gently you handle people and how bravely you protect your own soul. It will bear witness in the day you choose conversation over assumption, boundary over exhaustion, truth over performance. When someone asks for your light but refuses to share their own, your no will be a halo. When someone shows up with reciprocity, your yes will be a sunrise, and the lens will bless both decisions equally because both are fidelity to your well-being. If the past tries to open a case against you, let joy be your attorney and evidence be your daily actions. You don't need to win arguments in the court of other people's confusion. You need only keep building undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. The camera favors continuity. When your private integrity matches your public presence, it stabilizes the image, reduces noise, and makes it simple for the right people to recognize you. Alignment is the most attractive filter on earth. And you wear it best when you are not trying to be seen, only trying to be true. A word about courage that won't sound like a motivational poster. Courage is not the roar. Courage is the consistent whisper that says, do the next accurate thing, and then you do it. Sometimes the next accurate thing is rest. Sometimes it's a difficult conversation. Sometimes it's deleting an app, canceling a subscription, returning a cart, sending a resume, or starting page one again. Do not romanticize grand gestures while ignoring small obedience. The lens never does. It knows that 1,000 tiny obediences build cathedrals taller than any single shout ever could. Picture this with me right now. Your life 6 months from today. The room you work in is brighter because you removed objects that carried yesterday's dust. Your mornings have a melody because you stopped treating yourself like an afterthought. Your friendships are warmer because you chose specificity over vagueness and listened like listening was a profession. Your finances breathe because you fed them discipline instead of drama. Your body trusts you because you kept promises quietly. Your purpose stands closer because you chose to become available to it. Now notice how your chest expands at this image. That expansion is consent. That expansion is a yes. Written in body language, and the camera just captured it gleaming. Before we close, make this confession with me like you're writing the tagline of your film. I am not afraid of being seen accurately. I am not afraid of moving at my soul's speed. I am not afraid of good things happening to me in public. I release my old audition and accept my role. I am ready for rehearsed love, rehearsed excellence, rehearsed joy to take the stage. I am the answer to a problem that exists today, and I reveal myself with humility and power. Now go gather your tools like sacred objects, clear 20 inches of space on your table, set your timer, and begin. Check your posture the way a lighthouse checks its beam, steady, patient, kind. Take one action that will matter to future you and treat it like a vow. When you finish, write the date and one line that starts with, "Today I honored my path by," and feel the film roll advance inside you. You are not stuck, you are developing. And development always happens in the dark. Before the picture appears. And when night comes, bless your pillow with gratitude. Tell your nervous system, we are safe to rest, and let tomorrow find you in peace. The footage of a peaceful sleeper embarrasses every lie that told you fulfillment must be frantic. No, beloved, fulfillment is rhythmic, like the tide, like your breath, like your yes becoming a lifestyle. Keep choosing it until choosing it is effortless and the camera has nothing left to do but applaud. I am proud of you for staying, for listening, for letting hope set up its studio inside your chest. When doubt returns, replay this scene, and remember that even when the world looks away, the hidden lens never blinks. It records every faithful step and translates it into favor. You are not chasing a moment. You are building a legacy of luminous moments that cannot be erased. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.